So the web section has several APIs that you can use, and two of the most commonly used ones that we used in Flows is the web search and the web page scraper, and a lot of it's for research. But there's other use cases for it as well. But the web search is pretty simple. It's a Google search. That's all it's going to do, and it's going to return the links that you would normally get in a Google search. So if I look up trends in the automotive industry, then it's going to just be the same as a normal Google search, and it's going to return for me all of these links here and a little bit of blurbs about them. So it's pretty simple. And what the web scraper is going to do is it's going to be able to take a link and scrape that link for all of the text that's on it. And if you're having trouble with it, we have a couple different options for the scraping. Build with API, Oxylab, and Scraping Bee. The default Scraping Bee, and I think it's the best one because you don't get as many. The other ones you can get pure, just raw text, and that's not always good because you don't always want everything that's on the site. This is just going to give you just something that's better. It's not going to be full of a bunch of garbage from the HTML. So that's why we prefer to use Scraping Bee. So these two nodes, a lot of the times in Flows, we use them to connect with each other. So we'll find links from the internet, and then we'll take them into our system and put them in the web scraper. So the way that we do this is with a text generator. And this is why the text generator is super valuable because you can tell it to grab a link from this context and return the most important link for research. Only return the URL. Right, and then I can feed that back into here. And so right now, I hope you're seeing that these are the flows that are going through. And so it grabbed the first link from all of it. That's the one it did. But maybe I could tell it to grab the second link. And there you go. The link changed from PWC to exploding topics. And so it's going to change and we get a different output here. And then you can summarize that information. You can take all of that website and put it into our system and have it summarized, manipulate data, extract data, just a bunch of different things that you can do with it. And I hope you've been watching some of the other videos and you can see how you can mix and match the sequence node. And a big thing that I've done with it is I've gotten the sequence node and ran through like 20 different links, summarized it to the pages, and then I've got a conglomerate of all that information. And it's super helpful for research. And so there's a ton of things you can do with this. The purpose of these videos is just trying to get in your mind to see how the product works, because really it's a tool and it's really just pseudo programming that you're kind of just, okay, I have all these components and I can mix and match these components to work in different ways. And basically you're giving the tools to be able to do really cool things that normally you could only do if you had programming knowledge, and it'd be really messy. But with our API and with our tools, you can be able to do these things very simply. There's a bit of a learning curve, but when you get it down, you can be able to get a lot of tasks done. So hopefully you're seeing these things as we're going along. And so that's the web search and the web scraper. So there's some other options here, but mainly you're going to be using the web search. We have some people that are using the patents. You can look at Google Patents Library, images, location, news, and patent details. These are all taken from the Google API. So it's just basically if you were normal Google search, but then you can separate by location, news, images, patents, and details. So hopefully that works all out for you. Great.